All right, YouTube, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to use my spotlight. We'll see if it works. Never really done that before. Anyway, I want to show you guys this awesome fan I got on Home Depot for 10 bucks. It's the Ryobi 40 volt fan. I don't really know how big it is. What is that? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 inches, something like that. 5-inch diameter fan. It's got 3 speeds. Check this out. High, medium, and then low. All right, so check this thing out. So this is on an old battery I got. This is a 2.6 amp hour battery, so it's one of the older ones. I used this thing last night while I was sleeping. I used it for what, 8 hours? How long you sleep? Yeah, about 8 hours. And it's got only 1 bar down. So theoretically, I can use this thing for probably 3 or almost 4 nights. Now that was on low. With the smaller battery, 2.6 amp hour. I like this thing. It's got some kind of a little hanger thing, like for putting it on a stud, or that's dumb. I'm not doing that because I just use it around the house. The other thing that's awesomely awesome, look at this. USB-C charging. So if you want, again, think about power outage or something stupid like that, you now have a built-in USB-C going off of your 40 volt batteries. That's pretty flippin' cool. So I guess they were getting rid of these things. I had never seen these before. And then on the Ryobi Reddit, someone basically made a note about it and they were clearance, so I bought one. Hindsight, I should have bought 2. But anyway, I really like it. So while I've got you, now I'm going to talk about this. Let me see, I cannot do this one-handed. I'm going to try YouTube. Hold on, hang tight. Oh, Morty. Okay. I'm going to tell you, just while I got you, I'm going to talk to you about this. Well, before we get it, let me just show you this spiel here on this thing here. So, all right, hold on. So this is the battery, or the fan, rather. RY40CF01. Whatever. That's kind of what it is. Anyways, all right, this battery. So I got this battery. This is a 2017 battery, and it's 2025 now. So what is that, pushing 8 years? Is that right? Am I doing my math right? 8 years. This is a, 2.6 amp hour battery. And I got it from my buddy at work, and when he gave it to me, it was dead. She was dead. I don't even remember if it was flashing lights. I think it had nothing. So I cracked it open. You know how you do that, right? There's like a secret Torx right here, and then there's 4 of them on each corner. Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, you do that, and then basically what I did is so this is, how is it? It's 10 batteries over here, and then 10 batteries over here. So what I tried to do, to the best of my ability, is I charged every single battery as best as I could, up to about 2 volts, 2.5 volts, something like that. Don't quote me anymore. You can Google it and find it out, but I basically charged every one of these cells to maybe 2 or 3 volts. I forget what it was. And then I put it on the charger, and all of a sudden it started charging. And knock on wood, fake wood, it has been running ever since. And I used it, obviously, on this fan that I showed you. I use it on my leaf blower. I use it on my mower. Now, it is not as good as a 4 amp hour, obviously, because it's only, two-thirds of it or whatever. But it's not too bad for a free battery. So if you ever see these things, like at a garage sale, or if people are getting rid of them, you can sometimes fix them. Now, I will say there was also a reset pin. Again, Google it, you'll find it. But there's some kind of a little reset pin. Basically, you use a paper clip, you touch these 2 pins, and then I can't remember if you like hold the power button for like 10 seconds or some crap like that. It was something like that. You do some, and then that helped to reset it. But ever since then, it's been good to go. So this battery, I did throw a little coat of paint on it. Probably shouldn't have in hindsight, but whatever, I don't care. I like throwing paint on my batteries just that way that I know they're mine. Not that anyone takes them, but so yeah. So that was kind of like just a little game that I was playing. other than that, that's it, man. That's the battery. It's been doing good. It works really good for this fan. Like I said, 8 hours of fan usage and only, a quarter of the battery gone. That's pretty good. I tried this fan with another battery I have, like a much older one. The one that has like the older body style. Do you guys remember there was one, like the original ones, like from 2012, 2010. They had like a rubber grip overmolding. Well, anyway, that battery was also a 2.6 amp hour, something like that. But it didn't last. Like, for whatever reason, the circuitry would turn off this fan after like 15 minutes. And I even did some testing, like on high speed, medium speed, low speed, and it didn't matter. Like, that battery always turned it off. The times varied, and the times were not consistent either, like from trial to trial. Anyway, the point is that battery did not work. So the old style ones that have the rubber overmold, no bueno. But this one works okay. And I've also tried it with a normal 4 amp hour, the same thing, but with a 4 instead of a 2.6, and it's worked just fine. So yeah, I highly recommend it. If you ever see these for closeout, it's a nice fan. Good for inside the house if you're just sitting here on the couch chilling. Not good if you're out and about, right? Like, it's kind of heavy, kind of bulky. But having that USB-C, man, that is so nice. I wish Ryobi would put this kind of thing on all of their, on all of their attachments. Like, how much does that cost them? Maybe $1, maybe 50 cents. I don't even know. Totally worth it. I love that. All right. Anyway, that's it. Check you later. And here's the fan. Here's my outro. Ready? Yeah. Look at that thing. Sweet.